sort of look like a girl. Look at the hand signals. Pure Baphomet. The 4-8-16, 24, 32. 2 threes. Now as he knew that Baphomet is Muhammad, right? He was worshipped by the Knights Templars. So time for another look at some more Kurds and Muslim, right? You can afford some more Kurds. Now as you see here, it's basically, you know, like as I've pointed out a few times, it's my thinking anyway that the Muslim religion was created around about turn of the 20th century, basically by Jews, and maybe in fact personally by Aleister Crowley and a group of those type of characters, right? And it was basically a way to get Eastern importation, multiculturalism into Western societies, right? And obviously to basically take them out, right? So as you know, you got multiculturalism. Yeah, so basically when you got Muslim, right? And of course Islam in the multiculturalist idea, right? But there's a lot more Kurds, right? And I was thinking about this one, which is Sly, right? So you got Sly, which you basically get from the Slim, right? So you see the E become the M on the end, right? And so you know, obviously skillful or cunning, you know, like a cunning deception. Of course, you actually have one of the Muslims called Cunningham, one of the ones in the Layla Cunningham. So again, this would tie in with what I'm thinking. Basically, it's a fair religion. It was created fairly. In fact, our religions are a lot later than what it's supposed to be. You know, they're all supposed to be thousands of years old, and the evidence just doesn't bear up. You know, they all seem to be a lot later, right? Especially the Jew one, and then especially the Muslim one. You know, which came even after the Jewish, right? Slay as well, to slay, yeah. Of course, Santa Claus used to come on a sleigh, you know, red sleigh, which again is a quite ominous type of thing. So you got Layla Cunningham, which is a very cunning, deceitful type of name, really. Basically seems to me like the Crowley was basically very instrumental in making Islam. You know, it's based on his obviously travelling around the East. They basically learned a lot of stuff, and then they came up with this religion to get people in there from obviously all of them lands. With an eye to basically shipping them out and multiculturalising the world, right? See India and Algeria and Morocco and all that stuff. So you know, Churchill and Crowley knew each other. You know, they were like actual friends and that. And it's supposed that the Crowley made the V for victory symbol, which again could be interpreted as Indian, like victory for Krishna, isn't it? That bit there as well, like that's called like one the same person. Or maybe his cousins or something. Yeah, like related and that. And a lot of, like it says there, occultists and that. Occultists got together around about that time at the start of the 20th century to form all these plans, which became Pan-European Union and all that, right? And again, that's on the 1984, right? The V, right? So it all ties together. And basically Churchill wrote it forward in one of Kalergi's books. So as you see, founded upon the European Union for 1923. And Winston Churchill wrote the forward in his book. I think it was called An Idea Conquers the World. So it is that one, An Idea Conquers the World. Bankster back mixed race. In the foreword is by Winston Churchill. Now, of course, Spencer Churchill is the same as Diana Spencer. And William the Conqueror, right? William the Conqueror is the one that supposedly conquered Britain in 1066. So basically, it all ties together that the king here, the William one, is going to become the king for their new multiculturalist world, society what they're creating. Right? And Muslimism is vital to the spread of multiculturalist ideas. Right? There's another quandary to which I've never even considered before. But when you look at it, it's quite obvious. You've got the mustard. Right? Obviously, you've heard the expression of retardation and all that. The TARDIS and all, which is the TARDIS of the Doctor Who, is obviously a time travelling thing. Now you've often heard them talk about the Islam and see it's back stuck in the 7th century or something like that. So basically, one idea that comes with the Muslimism is a retardation of the Western ways. So it's sort of setting back the Western type of societies into the old-fashioned ways. So that's why people say, it's retarded, like it's going back to the 7th century or 10th century or something. Right? And now, this is basically a fairly famous parable of the Bible. Planting the mustard seed tree, and obviously the mustard seed, when you plant it grows. Right? So the kingdom of God starts from the smallest beginnings, grows into something vast and impactful. So you apply that to Muslimism. Right? It's obviously, it applies to this Muslim idea. Where you import a few at first, and then gradually it spreads and becomes massive. Takes over. Largest of garden plants. Goes the Garden of Eden type of thing. So the birds come and perch in its branches. They basically want people to go and convert over to the Muslimism. And all that. Right? Communities, like the communities in the Muslim thing. So basically, when you got the salt, pepper and mustard, these are condiments, what are called condiments. Now, if you know the Bible again, if you know the Bible, it talks about the spice and the seasoning in relation to King Solomon. Again, there's this thing about seasoning and spices. Right? And obviously, it's not. These are talking literally. Obviously, made in like a Jewish company that made a steak seasoning or something. But it's talking what it's talking about in that Bible is actually the trans medicine, the spice. If obviously they've done them Dune films recently. It's all about spice wars and all that. So basically, it's referring to that trans medicine of King Solomon. Really. Now we know King Solomon's relevance in the Freemasonry and Judaism and trans. 3 score measures of meal, 30 measures of fine flour. So again, there's a 33 thing. Again, the thing about this, right? But Solomon was known for his great wisdom or something, where he split the baby. He split the baby in half, right? Which again is symbolic of making the baby into a trans, right? Splitting the baby into 2 halves, just like Baphomet, making the people in the trances. Right? So again, the thing with Baphomet and all that is quite fairly obvious, read. Metaphorical symbolism. So you split the baby into two halves. The creator of the trance with the baby. Of course, you know, the certain bits what you take off and all that, right? You do that operation. You know what bits what you stick on and type of thing. And this is the basically where you get that bullshit idea about splitting an atom as well. An atom is basically Adam, which is supposed to be the first man to split the atom. Means again, it's about splitting in half the person, creating another transgender type of thing. Isn't it? You can't split a little microscopic molecule or something like that. Obviously, it's supposed to be you create an unstable molecule that can blow up or not. It's complete bullshit. It's about making a trans. In the Baphomet side, it's basically again Solomon becomes Muhammad, all the same thing. You have the Song of Solomon, his cheeks are as a bed of spices. His lips are like lilies. As soon as they like a puff, don't exactly sound like a macho man or something, like Lily Savage. There's the thing of making the trance with the angel's wings. The angel's wings is always signifying the trance. It's giving them the power to fly, transform. That's basically why I had Spice Girl, because we're trances. Again, look at the face it's doing, the Carly and the one eye. The one eye is the Sonic. There's one of them, 2020. Not much trace of its femininity left, with massive long arms. Basically a man's eyes, and brow ridge. The other one's married to David Beckham. That says it all. Again, we had the mustard gas. The hidden war mustard gas, like an invisible enemy, really. To apply that type of idea again to Muslimism. And what you're talking about, it's like a deadly secret enemy or something they're shipping in. And also, the day with King Solomon is though spice like salt, pepper, and all this. So they use salt quite a bit, like Sal. Sal becomes one of the Jewish names. Obviously, Salminua, Lot's wife, was supposedly turning into a pillar of salt and all that stuff. When you have pepper, P is 666. So pepper 666. So again, the beast type ideas and all that. Again, so when you're Boris Johnson was talking about Peppa Pig. People wonder what's it going on about. Cool in 666. Same with him. You're talking about the 666 world, full of where they're running the show, ones like him. That's the world what they're trying to bring about. Like again, like what he called animal form, George Orwell, Again, like BBB in small lowercase b's. 666. Of course, in the numerologies in that 246. Hex. So you see what they're trying to build. End of. See these ones with salt and pepper again from Solomon's idea, concerned about objectifying women's bodies, because these are a couple of trances. Apparently that's them now, and as you can see, basically that one on the left anyway is totally different look. A complete plastic surgery job.